Like, hello, princess. Your savior has arrived. Mr. Beast versus Monkey D. Luffy. I got bands on bands on bands, and I blow up vans. Your crew is full with a bunch of toucans. Hey guys, it's Chewy back again with another. I don't really make plans when I record. I kind of just do jack whatever, unless it's actually a planned recording with a bit or something. I have no bit. It is 1:30, 12:30, and I took a 4-hour nap today. So, and all my friends are asleep, and I don't really have any games to play, so I'm just gonna record a video. One thing I was thinking of is if I should stick with whispering or I do soft spoken. I don't really know which one sounds better. Like I have my I could hear what I'm doing right now, but I don't really know which one sounds better. So let me know. I'll switch back and forth between this video, just so you guys can decide. From what I can hear, I think whispering sounds better, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, do you guys like my hat? This is part of my Luffy costume or cosplay because I wore it more times than just Halloween. Well, I have 3 versions. I made this, literally just grabbed a straw hat from a random store, got a red ribbon, glued it on. The costume I used this for, it was for Gear 5 Luffy, which I was in for Halloween of 22, I think. Because, okay, last year I was Bill Nye. The year before that, I was the Onceler. Yeah. I think I mentioned this before, but for Halloween, I try to be, besides Luffy. Luffy is the only exception, because this is when Gear 5 came out, and I was like, that's so cool, I want to do that. So I did it. I literally still have, like, the clouds that I use for the costume, right in the corner of my room. They just sit there. I would grab it, but it's kind of deteriorating in the cotton that I put on. So it's copper wire, and I filled it with a bunch of cotton, so it looks like the cloud that goes around it. I would bring it over. Keep in mind, this has been hanging up in my room for a few years, so not a few years, a few months since I last wore it. So the cotton used to be more around here, but gravity kind of pushed it down. Anyway, let me kind of try to stand up so you can see it better. I can't really stand up because I'm under a bunk bed. Let's see how I can do this. I'll just lift it up. So I had it like this. I had a white button up, white sleeves, and a purple belt. No, a purple cloth that I found at a thrift store that I used as the belt. And slides. And that was my Luffy costume for that Halloween. I don't really think, do these have any sound? Not really. No. The other version I have, I just had khaki shorts and a red button up. Me and my family went on a cruise last Thanksgiving. And there was a pirate night. My family was all wearing like a traditional mumbo jumbo pirate stuff, like the eye patch, pirate hat, parrot, whatever, who you are. Guess our waitress for dinner. She was from Germany, I think, or maybe Poland. I don't remember. She was like, "No way, are you Luffy from One Piece?" I was like, "Yes, yes, I am. Thank you." Just to show you who the king of the pirates is. What are we? That's how I feel right now because the little dip in the hat. Because I think when I went boating, I leaned on it, so it has a little curve, which I don't mind. I think it makes it look better. But it does kind of look like one of those fedoras. It's like, hello, princess. Your savior has arrived. This is why I didn't want to do it, because now I just have cotton everywhere. Do I have to name my shirt? Do you like my shirt? Yeah. I do happen to have that dog in me. One of my friends got this for me. Well, we went to Five Below and I saw the shirt and I was like, that is so me. And then we had a hurricane warning for our college, so we all went back down home. So technically her mom got it for me, but next time when we went back up to school, she's like, "Hey, I got you a gift," and it was this shirt. Most shirts that I don't picture myself wearing with like my normal outfits, I don't consider myself super high fashion. Like I don't have like a bunch of accessories. I want to get into that, like a belt, hats, chains, bags, stuff like that. Like I only have one chain. I don't wear belts. The only bag I have is my satchel. Like I have a different sound. I don't really know if you could hear that. Where was I? Like I just wear shirts that I get from like thrift stores or Hot Topic. I have a bunch of pants. I have a lot of shoes. A bunch of hats, and I just try to coordinate colors. I prefer colors rather than objects when it comes to outfits, if that makes sense. Like accessories are cool. I just can't, like, it's either have a little or a lot, and it is way too hot where I live to have a lot of accessories. Let me move the mic up a little so I don't have to lean down. What else? What was I saying? Oh, so shirts that I picture that I won't wear with like outfits. Like I'm not gonna wear this to like dinner with friends or family or to class. I'll wear this to like hangouts in the gym. By hangouts I mean like hangouts I know that we're gonna be like jacking around, having a good grand old time, horse around a little, like like a UFC night, and then we're just throwing some punches for fun. You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. Joe from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I know you know. And you too, Petunia from Las Vegas. You guys just seem to know. know if this was like a common thing while growing up, but my grandma and sometimes my mom would sing songs to me. So lullabies, so I guess that is a common thing. But not like traditional lullabies. Like my grandma used to sing me this one song by the Mama and Papas. I think it's called Dream a Little Dream of Me, which I completely forgot about until it popped up in my Spotify recommended. And when I heard that song, it was just like because like I have a lot of brain fog, let's call it, and I don't remember much. If it's not like a core memory, we'll say, or a memory, yeah, like a memory that I treasure or I find funny or entertaining or embarrassing, I probably won't remember it. Every now and like, do you know when your like grandparents or parents are like, oh, do you remember when you were like 6 or 7 years old and you'll do this? No. What? No, I don't remember when I used to like trying to think of an example that's not like insane. Like, do you remember when you were 3 years old and used to run around and dance without a diaper? Or, oh, diapers are 3-year-olds. Without underwear? No. Why would I remember that? That was 16 years ago. I mean, it would be different if I was 32 and you asked me if I would remember when I was 16. I probably would. I'd probably be like, yeah, I do remember when I was Spike from Cowboy Bebop for Halloween and all my friends came over and we played Mario Kart. Because that's a good memory. And a lot happened. In contrast to something that I did every single day as a child. I got mentioned in Discord. Let's see. Someone is barely more autistic than me, allegedly. What is that? Who? Oh, fuck. So there's one server that I'm active in. If you know, you know. I'm a gatekeeper, but you know, some of you. We all took the why am I blanking on what it's called? The RACCP, right? Let's double check. Some clicking sounds for you. I don't really know if you can hear that well. RAATS-R, which is one of the official tests for autism. I mentioned a bunch of the people on the server took it. Just to see, because a lot of people are undiagnosed or haven't been tested for autism because they don't think they're autistic. Unironically, people do discriminate against it in jobs sometimes, and some people's families are scared of autism sometimes, so not everyone is tested. So this is it's one of like heavily supported tests that help people find out if they're on the spectrum or not, which the spectrum is insane. It's a very wide spectrum. That's why I'm not like a huge fan of the rhetoric that some people say that more people are becoming autistic over the years because of diets or vaccines or whatever. It's just no, the goalpost has been spread out to cover more area. Isaac Y or the group chat. One of my inspirations shape that I make with said pen. What shape was that? One more time, okay. A circle, yeah. What shape was that? That was not a polyhexagon, no. Let's do it one more time. A figure eight, there you go. Polyhexagon, what the hell is that? Okay. Let me think. I think of a hard one. Based on your physique and appearance, I think this one will be difficult for you. And no, I won't elaborate on what I mean by that. Anyway, here we go. No, it's not a circle again, no. A trapezoid. I did 3 strokes. It's not a trapezoid. A triangle, there you go. I could tell that you struggled in algebra and trigonometry. I know you hated the, what's it called, Sokotoa and, I haven't taken math class in over a year. Crap, what's it called? It's a triangle. When it's a triangle, and you have, the cosine rule, right? When you have a side length, and an angle, a sandwich, and then you would have to use, what you have to find the other side, other angle, or if you have a angle side, you add the angles together, subtract from 180, so you have all 3 angles, one side. If you have one side and the respected angle, you could find, I think, the other side. I don't remember, it's been a while. I don't want to say I don't like math. I do. Math is fun. When it's not crazy or require too much memorization, like simple trigonometry and geometry is fun. But once you were getting proofs, I mean, maybe I just have beefs with proofs because when I was in, I think it was geometry, when I was in geometry in my freshman year, when I was a freshman, it's right when COVID quarantine ended, and my teacher moved to like Arkansas or something, so every class was digital. We literally had to sit in the cafeteria on our laptops, and we're a bunch of teenagers. Honestly, we're gonna go on our phone. Like, who do you think I am? But even then, the teacher didn't really teach us at all. He just made us watch Algebra Nation videos and then went over said Algebra Nation videos. And once he finished going over them, he'd just leave the call. And then we would just sit in the cafeteria for like 40 minutes. exam, I got so lucky. There was a huge curve on the exam because a lot of people were failing because we just got back from COVID, from quarantine, so they're being a little generous. Though I do think it's a little unfair because class of what? So class of 20, so class of 20, class of 21, class of 22, class of 23, they all kind of got a little easier kind of COVID from COVID. Like they either got like softer test scores or something else. So while class of 24 is when they kind of just like, good luck, champ. I won't lie, I did not do good on my exams. I'm not a good test taker. Essays, I can do multiple choice tests. That covers a whole year of material. The exams are different because, like, for most of my classes, there's like AP or IB classes. It's like, oh, for like my English class, you're like, oh, you only have to know like 2 books very well. And I memorized my books because I do enjoy reading. I don't do it a lot, but I did enjoy reading. Like when I read Macbeth in my senior class, we did a popcorn reading. But no, everyone was assigned a role. But I thought it would be funny if I did a Scottish accent. I'm not going to do it because it was pretty mid, but it was funny. So I did Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. At one point, my best friend did Macbeth while I was Lady Macbeth, and we were like, "Oh, my heart yearns for you." But the teacher loved it so much that I got like 100 points extra credit, so which basically made the test on the book for the class void. So that goes to show, don't be afraid to be weird in your classes. I mean, no one cares. Well, people do care. People will make fun of you, but like, at the end of the day, you're being yourself, and they are making fun of someone for being themselves while they're hiding their interests because they're scared that someone's going to make fun of them because they like anime or they read fanfics of Percy Jackson at the grown age of 17. I'm not saying I did that. I just thought I was random examples. I did read fanfics when I was like 12, though. Catch me on Wattpad. I read them Harry Potter and Percy Jackson fanfictions like crazy. It's like I thought they really lacked the romance. I don't know why. Like, again, I was 12. What was I doing with all that? Do I have any more? I don't think this would sound good. I don't think it sounds good. I'll just show you. This is my little guy that I got from Tennessee last summer. He's kind of like unraveling, which sucks, and the chain or the ring that held him onto my bag kind of fell off, so he kind of just hangs around now. Anyway, 30-minute video. I think I'll cut it soon. See what I did there? I crack myself up sometimes. I just whacked the hell out of my mic, which you won't see because I'm gonna edit it out, obviously. But damn. I low-key didn't do any soft spoken, so I guess I'll wrap it up with some soft spoken. And again, if you watch this video, let me know which one you prefer, whispering or soft spoken. Again, I can't really tell which one sounds better. Well, to me, I think whispering sounds better, but I'm not really going to rewatch my own video besides when I'm editing it. God. So as you can see, I have facial hair. It's not the best facial hair. I'm trying to explore what to do with it. Why am I whispering? I just said I was going to do soft spoken. So for years, I hated on facial hair. Like in the 5th grade is when I started growing a little pube stash, and I didn't shave it till I went to a barber shop in like 6th grade, and my dad was like, "Cut a stash," and then I learned how to shave. For years, I hated the idea of me having facial hair, and I would try to grow it out, especially like no shave November. I would last maybe 5 days. But then in March, because I was, whenever I go out in like clubs or whatever, not to toot my own horn, I just get uncomfortably hit on sometimes, and I was like, maybe if I grow facial hair, that will scare the huzz. It was like 50% successful, but no one told me the first time you grow a mustache, you're never going to want to shave it. The only reason I shaved it for the first time was I grew a full stash, like it was all the way around full. But then I tried to shave it down to more thin. I messed it up, so I shaved it. And then a month and a half later, I went for a thinner and shorter than this goatee with a goatee or little chin beard, and I liked how that looked. But then I messed it up again, so I had to restart. So now I'm here, which I don't really know how I feel about it. I just feel like it's too long and too much work and time to go back to being clean shaven. It also what was it? Saves time while shaving, because like I was saying, I don't like how I look with facial hair, so I shave pretty often. But if I'm growing facial hair, I don't have to shave that often. Anyway, I said I was going to cut this video at 30 minutes. It's now 35 minutes. I'm Chewy. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great morning, evening, afternoon, night.